Happy New Year. So how about making this year the best year ever? I'm interested in making this year the best year ever. So I want to bring you on this journey with me. So follow me. So I know that we all write New Year resolutions, and I know that some people think it's now useless to write New Year's resolutions because we write them and we fail along the way. But you see, the Bible says write the vision, make it plain. So it's not about the vision, the writing. The writing is not the problem. The problem is actually you. So let's work on you first. So the thing I've realized is that as opposed to just setting New Year's resolutions, one of the things that would help strengthen the New Year resolution is the why of the New Year resolution. As opposed to, I want to be rich, I want to lose weight, I want to go to the moon. Yeah. The question is why. So when you think about why tries to help you to bring out the driving force that you need to be able to push through. For example, let me give you an example. There are like 5 areas where people usually set resolutions: the health, wealth, personal relationships, and the personal development, right? So these are the major areas. And so let's say, for instance, as a mother, you decide that this year you want to do more for your children, because you want to bond more with them, because maybe you're not happy with the relationship, you want it to be deeper, you want it to be better. The only way to get to be at the end of this year and be happy that you did well is for you to actually do something, for you to actually be intentional about it. So if you're not intentional about it, you'll still be here at the end of this year complaining that it didn't work. This body is not working. So the thing about it is that you just have to be intentional, whether we like it or not. And part of the intentionality is writing it down. So we have to pick up those areas that we really need to work on. Ask ourselves why, and think about how you would feel if that actually does work out. For example, if it's finances, you want your finances to increase, you want it to do better, and then you write it down and then the steps on how to do it. And you actually will feel better and more proud of yourself by the end of the year. If you can pay more of your bills, you're in a far better place income-wise. Of course, why not? So same thing if you have a goal to deepen your relationship with your spouse and make your marriage much better. It's obvious that you do not like where it is now. The only way to get out of where it is and make it better is for you to be intentional about it. And that intentionality starts from, first of all, realizing, hey, there's a problem. And then, okay, what do we do about this problem? And then intentionally walk towards it. And at the end of this year, you have a good marriage. And then you can look back and you'll be like, oh yeah, money, check, wealth, check, this check. That's how to have the best year ever. But I know that some people have been traumatized by New Year resolutions, we know. And guess what? There was a study I was reading that said that young people in their 20s still make New Year resolutions. But apparently people 60 years, 50 years, people who are much older, they're kind of jaded and don't see the need to do New Year resolutions. Why? Because they've been beaten too many times. So they now have like a barrier mindset that makes them not want to push for more. But that's the reason why we are trying to change the game a bit and, make you reason out the reason, make you reason out the purpose of the resolution that you're writing, so that the reason for doing it will not just be an ephemeral reason. It will be a deep longing that will fuel that passion and make you win. So that's the reason why we're talking about the best ways to write your New Year resolutions this year. There are some very important areas that we need to focus on when we talk about improvement. So, and that's because one area kind of affects the other. For example, if you don't have good health, for instance, that will obviously affect your work. If you're so occupied at work, that will obviously affect your bonding with your children. So you see that every part kind of interlaces with the other. So it's very important that we target all these areas so that we can get a sense of balance. So we have spiritual, your connection with God. You have emotional intelligence. We talk about personal development. We also talk about physical health. How much better do you want to do health-wise? Are you planning to eat better and stay off the things that are bad for your health? We talk about financial improvement, bonding with your children, parenting, deepening your relationship with your significant other, and then expanding your network or having better relationships with your friends, and making maybe impact in your society and career. So this is just a few of them, but it kind of cuts across, and they're significant because one kind of affects the other. So as we're trying to work on the areas, this is just to give you a guideline on the areas that you may want to highlight so that you can get a sense of balance in each of them, and so that one doesn't necessarily affect the other. You get it?